This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the delusion. This is the entitlement that is prevalent throughout the WNBA dump. This victim mentality, blaming everyone else for your history of huge embarrassing failure. This refusal to accept responsibility for the fact that this league has been pretending to be in business for 30 years and has still never turned a profit. And I say pretending to be in business because if the WNBA were operating like an actual business, this league would be bankrupt. If the WNBA was not subsidized by the NBA, if they were not collecting a monthly allowance, which normal people would call welfare, if that was not the case, this polished dump would cease to exist. In the past 30 years, the WNBA has had 6 teams wave the white flag, while the rest of the teams were waving the rainbow flag, smiling happily as they're losing millions of dollars. 6 teams decided that pretend basketball just wasn't worth the investment. That just does not happen in professional sports. In the last 100 years, the NHL, a league that is teetering on mainstream relevance. The NHL's had 3 teams that shut down. All 3 of those teams, they shut down during the Great Depression. Back then, the Great Depression was a time of economic hardship. Today, that term is used to describe the WNBA's financials. One of the biggest problems in this league, it's this refusal from the players to accept responsibility. Supposedly, Aja Wilson is the best player in the dump. Her list of accolades, I'm not going to lie to you, her list of accolades is impressive. 2-time WNBA champion, which means AJ has enjoyed off-season access to the golden toilet twice. Matter of fact, with AJ being named MVP of the WNBA Finals, my inside sources tell me that she was actually granted off-season access to the bidet, a luxury that most WNBA players dream of having. Those bidets are very nice. They make sure that dirty caboose is extra clean. Aja Wilson's also a 3-time WNBA MVP, which isn't really saying all that much. I'm not taking anything away from Aja Wilson. I'm sure she's a great player, but being named MVP of the WNBA, that's like being named the best looking man at Club Shay Shay. It's easy to be the best looking man when every other dude in Club Shay Shay is dressed as a woman. Some of these players in the WNBA, they have trouble dribbling the ball through their legs. Last season, Angel Reese set the record for double-doubles. She averaged 10 rebounds a game along with 10 missed layups. But later this week, the regular season of pretend basketball officially begins. With the start of another season of action-packed elite athleticism, the WNBA PR team has set up the biggest stars in the league with media interviews. Since AJ is the reigning most valuable pretender, she was booked with an interview with the New York Times. Now, most of the article, it was talking about the injustices that WNBA players have to deal with, how unfair it was that WNBA players went almost 20 years without a signature shoe deal. Initially, I thought they were whining about WNBA players going 20 years without shoes. With minimum wage salaries in the dump, shoes are a luxury that most WNBA players cannot afford. But the New York Times, they were whining about the unfairness of WNBA players not being given free money to have their own signature shoe that no one was going to buy. Fortunately, the brilliant Aja Wilson was able to provide an excuse, a reason, that WNBA players have been ignored by the shoe industry for 20 years. According to AJ, it's because racism. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go ahead and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. Are you struggling with back problems? Do you deal with minor aches, minor pains throughout your day, and you don't want to go to the doctor because all the doctor's going to do is find something else wrong with you, or even worse, prescribe addictive medication that you just don't want to take. Me personally, I hate going to the doctor. So does my wife, who actually deals with back pain, which is why she started using CBD lotions and oils from Sugar Mountain Trading. Now, this is not THC. This is not going to make you fail a drug test. These CBD lotions and oils, they are designed for rapid pain relief. Like I said, my wife deals with nagging back pain from time to time. We tried over-the-counter stuff. We have tried visits to the chiropractor. None of it ever seemed to work. But within 5 minutes of me applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, her pain was gone. I'm telling you, the stuff is damn near magical. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time. Bar soap comes in a variety of scents ranging from lavender all the way to cherry almond. But all CBD products offered by Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. Last year, during her third MVP season, where Aja Wilson set the scoring record in the WNBA by scoring 2 points a game. Just kidding. She actually averaged 27 points a game. Now, in the NBA, averaging 27 a game, that makes you the best player on your team. In the WNBA, averaging 27 a game, that makes you the highest scoring player in the history of the league. But anyway, AJ was interviewed last year by the Associated Press. She was asked about Caitlin Clark elevating pretend basketball into the mainstream. Since this was the Associated woke, they just had to ask AJ if Caitlin Clark lacking melanin had anything to do with her ascendance to superstardom. Girl, you damn right it's because she's white. I've been dominating this dump for years. No one was paying attention to me. No one cared about AJ. One time I even dunked the basketball, but no one believes me because no one was there to film it. According to Aja Wilson, it does not matter what black women accomplish. They are always going to be overlooked because they are black women. Now, this interview, it was last year, which means Aja Wilson has been given almost 12 months to change her mind. She's been given 12 months to notice the marketing opportunities given to Angel Reese, the marketing opportunities given to JuJu Watkins, the marketing opportunities that were given to her. Aja Wilson's had 12 months to realize she was wrong. Yet for some reason, when she was being interviewed by the New York Times, Aja Wilson once again blamed the lack of opportunities given to WNBA players on race. Which, by the way, did you know that the New York Times has a newsletter dedicated to race? You can sign up for their free newsletter and receive free stories of mythical racism. Now, you got to pay for access to the actual New York Times. But if you want to be entertained with stories of fake racism, they'll give you that for free. The New York Times asked AJ why there is this perception that she is not marketable. AJ claimed that race was the reason that she has been viewed as unmarketable, and anytime she has blamed race publicly, people criticize her for making things all about race. Now, ironically enough, the New York Times provided the real reason that WNBA players haven't been given shoe deals in the same article. They spoke with Matt Powell, a retail analyst with somebody called BCE Consulting. According to Mike, models for women's shoes make up a minuscule portion of the basketball shoe business. I wonder why. I wonder if it's because women aren't wearing shoes that are worn by basketball players, and dudes damn sure aren't wearing shoes that are endorsed by female basketball players in the WNBA. My wife isn't wearing Jordans, or in this case, my wife is not wearing AJ's. You know what shoes my wife is wearing? Whichever ones go with her outfit. But according to Matt Powell, there are two other problems with WNBA players getting shoe deals. Number one, A lot of players in the WNBA prefer to wear men's shoes. Shocker! I mean, the league is sponsored by Just for Men, so it shouldn't be all that surprising that WNBA players are wearing hand-me-downs from Goodwill that were worn by former AAU players. And problem number 2. It is very expensive to develop shoes. I know it sounds simple, but it costs a lot of money to design and develop shoes. Companies like Nike, Reebok, they have been hesitant to develop shoes for WNBA players because historically, no one was buying them, including WNBA players themselves. Nike's not going to waste millions of dollars developing a shoe brand that no one is going to buy. I know the NBA has been doing that for 30 years with the WNBA, but that is the exception. That's not how business usually works. Now, to her credit, Aja Wilson's shoe seems to be selling well. According to the media, she sold out last week in 5 minutes. Now, I couldn't find any data that proves how many shoes were sold or how much money was made. Every article just said they sold out in 5 minutes. Luckily, though, Uncle KC has inside sources. So I contacted my inside sources, and they confirmed that Aja Wilson was able to sell out in 5 minutes. Her mother bought the only pair that was made available. You know, this is what makes so many WNBA players hard to relate to. The constant whining, constantly making excuses, the constantly blaming mythical racism. Normal people can't relate to that because normal people don't have the luxury of making excuses. We don't have a subsidizer backing us. We just have to get shit done. But the reason WNBA players have missed out on marketing opportunities in the past, it's got nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with the fact that they haven't had marketable players. Nike isn't going to develop a shoe for Bob Griner. Why? Because women aren't going to buy it. In order for this league to be sustainable long term, the WNBA has got to make themselves more appealing to women. You're not going to appeal to women by marketing Natasha Cloud. Men are not going to buy women's shoes. They're just not. If WNBA players want these opportunities, they have got to appeal to women, which is something that this league has struggled to do the last 30 years. But give me your thoughts on this. Aja Wilson, who has a shoe deal with Nike, claims that herself and other WNBA players aren't given marketing opportunities because of their race. Give me your reason. Historically speaking, why haven't WNBA players been viewed as being marketable? Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.